Hi, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make an online application on Citizenship and Immigration Canada CIC's website. So just to let you know, for the temporary applications like work permit, study permit or a visitor visa, you are since I believe February 2014, you are able to submit your application online as opposed to send any papers to CIC's visa offices. So first thing you're gonna do is to Google my CIC, okay? Yeah, and then click on continue to GC key, click register here, okay? You don't have a username and password now. You wanna have one, so click register, accept the terms and conditions. So this is what you need to do first, is to create your user ID, okay? And you will have something like and then this is where you need to select your recovery question. Okay, press continue. Again, you need to accept terms and conditions. Again, given name, yes, email, okay, this is where you need to create your security questions. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part here, whatever you want to answer as a security question, so you can actually set up your own security questions and then give the proper answer for that. Okay, make sure you have written all the questions and answers somewhere, or you can make a screen capture from your computer, and then when you're coming back, when you're returning to my CIC next time, you need to be able to remember everything that you have written here. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this part for now. Okay, this is the welcome to my CIC page. As you can see, here's your email address, your preferred language, which is only French and English. I would like to receive monthly updates on my application. So this means I wouldn't check mark this if I were you, because you receive some sort of updates from my CIC. You get excited, you log in and you see nothing has happened unless the immigration officer has opened or has closed something, has received something from you. There's not really something important regarding your application. Again, it's up to you. Here you can update your security questions if you want to change them. Okay, here's what you need to do today. Okay, CIC is asking you, what would you like to do today? So applying for a visitor, work permit, or study permit, like I said, I'm not going to go through this interim federal health or link application or transfer, okay? And I'm not really familiar with this part, to tell you the truth, okay? So if you're returning next time, you will see here, continue my profile application, not submitted yet. There's no data available here because we haven't submitted anything yet. We're just freshly started, right? Okay, so click on this. Let's say, yeah, this is where CIC asks you for your personal checklist code. What is it? The personal checklist code is a bunch of questions that CIC will ask you when you're trying to apply for an online application. Okay, based on your answers, CIC will ask you to submit the relevant documentation. Okay, we don't have a personal checklist code yet because we haven't answered any question yet. Okay, here you see I do not have a personal checklist code. you go here, determine your eligibility, and apply online for a visitor visa. Okay, you click here. These are the questions that you have to answer. Okay, what would you like to do in Canada? Study, visit, move there, work. Okay, this is the eligibility criteria. You can say I want to move there. Okay, and at the end of the process, based on the answers that you have provided to CIC, CIC's website will give you some options that now you are eligible for example, federal skilled worker, for PMP Manitoba, for let's say marriage sponsorship, Canadian experience class, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what we are trying to do today is to apply for a visitor visa, for example. Okay, we choose visit, how long you're planning to stay, temporary, less than 6 months, more than 6 months, permanently. Again, everything you answer here is gonna make a huge difference for the results you're getting from CIC. Okay, so make sure you answer the questions accurately and, of course, honestly. Temporary, less than 6 months, you say. Country of your passport, you say, for example, let's say Ukraine. What is your country of residence? Let's say, again, let's make it interesting. Let's say I'm a citizen of Ukraine and I live in Switzerland. Okay, do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen? Sorry. Okay, do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and is age 18 years or older? Yes or no? I would say no. Your date of birth. Select your date of birth and next. Okay, here, have you lived in Canada as permanent resident or landed immigrant? No. Hit next. Are you a permanent resident of the United States and have your alien registration card or green card or other proof of permanent resident? No. Hit next. What is your marital status? There are some quick helps here. Okay, you can read them through if you are doubtful about answering any of these questions. I say I'm never married, single. What is your province of destination? If visiting multiple provinces, select the one in which you will be spending the most of your time. Question is very clear. Hit next. Your results. Okay, you will be eligible to come to Canada as a visitor or tourist for temporary time under 6 months because that's what I've chosen. Hit continue again. We are going to ask you a few more questions based on your answer. As I said, we will provide you with a personal checklist, blah, 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 blah. Do not submit multiple applications for the same service in an effort to speed up your application. So this is some people might have done to CIC, assuming that submitting too many applications is going to speed up, but actually it's not going to speed up. It's going to cause delay. This is something CIC warns you about. What's the main purpose of your visit? You're not sure. You click here. Some provinces and territories have agreement with government of Canada, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Make sure you read all of this if this is your first time trying to apply for a visitor visa. I'm going to make it quick and simple, because I don't want to make a boring video for you to skip. to the end, and you don't get what exactly I want to teach you today. The purpose of my visit, I want to visit my family, okay, or friends, conduct business. This is if you choose conduct business, you're gonna get to the business visitor visa, which has a little bit different requirements than the regular visitor visa. This is very important to keep in mind, okay? Tourism or attend an interview as part of provincial nominee program. This is again something for some people who have been nominated by specific province, let's say Manitoba, Nova Scotia, for the PNP, provincial nominee program. As part of the process, they need to come to Canada and attend an in-person interview. So again, you have to be very honest about this. Okay, don't just assume. Yeah, I would say visit Canada. Nobody is gonna find out. No, this is not how it works in immigration and Citizenship and Immigration Canada. Okay, so let's choose our visit family or friends. Hit next. Do you have proof of your relationship with the person who is inviting you to Canada? Let's say yes. Yeah. Relationship. For example, I'm visiting my uncle, right? Or my brother. He's a student in Canada, right? And I can give the birth certificate of my parents as a proof of relationship. Do you have a job in country where you currently live? Yes. Do you own a business? Let's say yes. We want to make it interesting to see more documentation at the end of the process, right? So do you depend on someone financially? No. I have my own business. Have you traveled to the other countries in the previous 10 years? Let's say yes. If you say yes, CIC is going to ask you for your travel history. Okay? Hit next. And something interesting, let me tell you something really important about a visitor visa. The whole point of applying for a visitor visa, an immigration officer will look at your case, at your application in this way. Is this applicant going to leave Canada at the end of his or her visit, at the end of his period of, visa validation? Or he or she is going to stay in Canada illegally, make a refugee claim, and cause trouble for us. Okay? So this is really important. You have to look at it this way. This is why CIC is asking you about your income, about your business, about your job, everything that shows CIC that you're going to return to your country is going to help you to get your visa. Okay, if it's your job, if it is your business, if it is your income, if it is your property ownership, if it is, God forbid, your parents sick at home, needing you to be there for them, to take care of them, or if it's your family, let's say you're married, you have a child, you just want to quickly come to Canada and visit your friend or attend a seminar or do something, okay? These are really, really strong ties to your home country. So you need to keep in mind that as well. Excuse me. Okay, are you accompanying a family member that has a status in Canada or has recently been approved to come to Canada? This is a tricky question. What that means is, for example, your wife, let's say, is in Canada as a student, okay? So she has a status in Canada. What is her status? Here it says, an official document by CIC, blah, 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 okay? immigrant, landed paper, confirmation of permanent resident card, visa record, work permit, study permit, or temporary resident permit. Okay, so what is temporary resident permit? I'm gonna let you know in other videos. So I don't want to get into that now. So that means your husband, your wife, is right now in Canada on a study permit, okay, and you wanna just join them for a temporary time. This is where you hit yes or no. Okay, let's say no and hit next. Have you ever been arrested, charged, committed criminal offenses in any country? You say no. If you say yes, that means you had. And then you have to provide documentation that you have been, sort of rehabilitated from the criminal charges that you have been committed before. Okay, this is really important. In some cases, if you want to come to Canada urgently to do something really important, you need a temporary resident permit. Okay, temporary resident permit as opposed to temporary resident. You need to have temporary resident permit. You have had a medical examination? No. You want to submit an application for a family member? So, this is, for example, when I'm trying to apply for a visitor visa for me and for my wife, let's say. Okay, this is really, really important, guys. You need to pay attention to this part, because this is really important part for an online application. Okay, do you want to submit to some people say no, okay, and then when they try to add their wives, their husband, their family member, whoever he or she is, they don't see any section for them. Okay, and then they go to my CIC again, sign up for another username and password. They get another username and password from my CIC, and they have two separate applications. This is not how it works. This shouldn't be like this. Okay, you're gonna have two different officers for your application. Okay, and that's not good, because if you have one officer for two applications, for your application and your mom's application, your wife's application, whoever she is, okay, this is gonna be much easier for officer to understand that you guys are together, come to Canada, and you are trying to apply for a visitor visa, and you need less documentation as well. Okay, great. You say yes. We want to make it interesting. Okay, if you're submitting the application for more than family member, please start with your spouse common law. Again, obvious comment. What country does your family member live in? Let's say Ukraine. Which country issued your family member's passport or travel documents? Ukraine. Next. Is your family member a permanent resident of the United States? No. Marital status again. You say separated. Date of birth. Let's say 1956 or no, 1939. Where will your family be staying? Let's say Ontario, the same province. Why is your member visiting Canada? You would choose tourism. Hit next. Does your family apply for grants? No. Has your family member ever committed? No. Medical examination? No. Yes, I will be paying my fees. I'm not exempt. So, do you want to submit an application for another family member? This is where it comes to, having, for example, you are 3 people in a family, or you're 4, 5, 6 people in a family, you want to submit an application together. Okay, let's say no for now. I will be appointing a representative to apply on my behalf, grant authorization to citizenship to another person, both applications. So this is where you have a representative representing you to CIC, or you don't have anybody. So you would say yes again. Let's say you have an attorney or representative on your behalf. Okay, did your representative give you a submission letter? So this is when it comes to explaining something. For example, this is a door that you can talk to your officer. Okay, there are some situations that something has to be explained, something important that can affect your visa needs to be discussed with immigration officer. This is the best way if you want to explain that, to have it, written on your submission letter from your representative. Okay, because your representative knows everything about you, everything about your visa application, your travel history, your family ties, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you let him know, and he will write a professional submission letter. Okay, and then make sure you go through everything that he has been written and confirm, or if you want to add or delete some part, go ahead and do it so, and then submit your application with this submission letter. Guys, this is really, really, really important. Okay, because not everything can be explained by documents. Okay. Hit next. There are fees associated. You want to pay? Of course, I have to pay. You're able to make digital copy of your documents with a scanner or camera? Yes. You'll pay your application fees online? Yes. Okay. This is where you need to review your answers, okay? Go through the answers that you have been given to CIC, review them, and then hit continue. Okay, here it says you can save your application, upload your documents. The formats that need to be the acceptable formats for CIC online applications are PDF, JPEG, TIFF, and PNG, and docs format. Okay, so from my own experience, the best format is PDF. Okay, best format is PDF, unless there is your photo or something like a passport copy. You can just do it on JPEG. Whatever the format is, just keep in mind that your file should not be bigger than 4 megabytes in size. Okay, only 4 megabytes. This is really important, okay, because otherwise the CIC's website is going to give you error, and it's not going to accept your application. So the other thing that is important is the resolution. So your application, whatever you're submitting to CIC has to be, easy to read, easy, clear to read. If it's an old document you are trying to make a scan, if it's your grandparents' birth certificate, make sure you scan it in high resolution. On the other side, higher resolution will give you higher size. Okay, so what you need to do, I'm gonna tell you at the end of this video to reduce your image or PDF size in order to comply with the CIC's standards, okay? So at the end of the application, you need to pay the fees. Continue. This is where the last page appears. Okay, you see there's a whole bunch of documents that CIC needs from you. Okay, so what you need to submit is, first of all, application form. You see here, document name, application for visitor visa, temporary resident visa made outside Canada, IMM 5257, required, yes. So we need to click on it. Okay, here's the form. But as you can see, the form has opened within my browser. Within my browser. This is not good, guys. Okay, because anytime your browser gives an error, all you have typed in, all the data that you have put in is gonna disappear. Okay, and you don't want that. So go ahead and save the form. Okay. Save it. And you can just close the one that is here. So we saved it on our computer and we will fill it out on our computer and upload it back again. Okay, this is the form that you have to fill out, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna go through this form in this video, but in other videos I will do for sure. So let's go ahead and see what documents we need to submit to CIC, and then and then we will go back to the forms and into details of that form and see how to fill out the form. Okay, so this is you. As I showed you, this is the form that needs to be submitted. Okay, the form is not filled out yet, so we cannot submit it now, but we will do it so later. There's another form, family information. You click on this again, you see the form appearing here. Again, don't forget to save it on your computer, okay? Because it has happened to me many times, and you know, it's a pain and you want to do them all over again. Okay, you need to inform your immigration officer, but what is your plan? Let's say travel plan. If you have booked a ticket to Canada, you need to put it here, you need to upload it here, or you need to just make a file, write something on a Word and on a Word document, and then just upload it here. Okay, I'm gonna be visiting Canada on date blah blah to date blah blah, and I'm gonna be visiting Niagara Falls, I'm gonna be visiting Rocky Mountains, I'm gonna be visiting Northwest Territories, wherever you want to go. Okay, just keep it quick and simple. So what is the purpose of travel? You must provide documents supporting the purpose of your travel to Canada. Examples include proof of educational study, wedding invitations, proof of a medical appointment, notification of death, funeral, etc. Okay, so if you are coming to Canada to attend a wedding, for example, you need to upload the invitation card here. Okay, so representative submission letter, I've explained to you already. Passport or travel document, which is obvious. Your passport, identity page, of course. Make sure your passport is valid, guys. This is, I know it sounds crazy, but it happens sometimes that my clients give me a passport that's not good for more than 2 months. Okay, so proof of relationship, again, if you're married, if you're visiting your wife, your husband, if you're visiting your brother, okay, you need to show them proof of relationship. It can be a birth certificate, it can be a marriage certificate, okay. Business registration. You remember that on the first question that we were answering, we said that we own a business. Okay, so this is where you can upload your business registration certificate and any documents relating to your business ownership, okay? Use of a representative form. Again, you click on this. If you have a representative, they will let you know all the details, but I'm not going to go through this form today. Invitation letter, which is obviously a letter written by your friend, your family member, your brother, your cousin, whoever is inviting you, okay, letting letting the officer know that someone is, if they are actually supporting you financially, this is something that has to be written in the invitation letter as well. Okay. Use of a family member representative for online applications. So why we say this form? Because we said that we are applying for another family member as well. I'm applying for myself and my mom. Okay, this is where my mom needs to give me authorization. Okay, my mom will give me permission to act as a representative on her behalf. This is where we fill out this form and upload it to CIC. This form has to be signed as well, before I forgot, guys. This form has to be signed by your mom, okay? Along with this use of representative form. These two forms need to be printed out, signed by you, your representative, or your mom, okay? Scanned again and uploaded to the proper area. So this is something really important. You can't just fill out a form on behalf of someone and then just upload it here. CIC needs her signature as well. So proof of means of financial support. This is where you can put your bank statements showing your income, your pay slips if you're under payroll, your property ownership, okay, whatever that shows your income is, whatever showing that you have enough money to take care of yourself while you're in Canada. Digital photo, of course, you need to have a photo of yourself, and travel history. You remember we answered that I have visited countries in the past 10 years. Okay, this is where you need to upload the proper documentation, which is a visa for that country, or if it's a visa exempt, just the entry date and entry stamp at the border of that country. Okay, so optional documents. Schedule 1, add letter of explanation. So what is Schedule 1? It's a declaration that CIC questions you about your personal history. If you had some sort of military or government positions, you need to upload this. Okay, if you don't have anything, you just skip this part. Again, letter of explanation. You want to add something. You want to tell that your mom, for example, is staying. You want to add something. You want to say, for example, I'm married. I have a child back home, and I will be returning at the end of my visit in Canada. You upload your documentation and explanation here. Okay, this is very, very important part that CIC allows you. If you want to add some extra documentation and explanation, you can do it in this part. Okay, here when it comes to your family member, you said I have a family member who was born in 1939, right? My mom. I have to fill out another application form for her, another family information form for her, passport or travel document, and digital photo, upload them here. And then again, if I want to add something here or schedule one, I want to go ahead and do so. At the end of the application, I will pay the fees and then just submit the application. Okay, you don't see the submission button here because we haven't uploaded anything yet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just, for your information, just to see how we can upload a file, just to show you as a test, upload a file. You can choose your file from your computer. Okay, let's say I'm going to upload this screenshot from my computer just to show you how to upload something. It can be PDF, it can be Word document, it can be JPEG, PNG, or TIFF. Okay, so upload file. You will see a green button now saying that your application, so your file has been uploaded successfully. Yeah, here, success uploading file. And this is the name of your file, screenshot on date block. Okay, return to your documents. You will see now what happened here. You see here, you uploaded, not submitted to CIC. So that means that your application is incomplete now. Okay, so once you've uploaded everything here, you will see transmission to payment, something like that, appearing here. Okay, and then you will need to sign electronically, sign your application and pay the fees and submit your application. Okay, once you have done so, you will receive some emails from CIC. Okay, if it's a country that needs biometrics to the, submitted to the proper visa office, you will be receiving a letter from CIC saying that you need to undergo the fingerprints. You just need to wait until a decision has been made on your behalf. A decision has been made on your file for your visitor visa. Okay, thank you guys for watching my video. I will uploading more videos and get into more details, especially about the forms, how to fill them out, how to prevent errors, how to actually submit a perfect application in order to increase your chances to get a visitor visa or any other type of visa and get the positive results. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, guys. Have a good day. Bye.